Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Citizen Sleeper. When last we left off, we had a really awkward encounter with Ankita about the sleeper that she killed, and now we are quickly and carefully helping Fang to get through all the security measures so that he can finally unmask this bastard that's doing awful things on the ring. Okay, here we go. So let's see here. Timer on the terminal. Fang's progress. He's got one progress, apparently. Timer on the terminal shows how many cycles. So we've gone through one cycle, and we've got one progress. Alright, let's go ahead and jump back into sleeper mode here. Plug in that Ripper Worm. Layer X unlocked. Oh boy, there's 3 different levels of this. Alright. Okay, well we could do a 5 here. Bypass. The other thing too, I don't know if we have to do these in order. So we don't have a 3 or a 5. But we can re-roll what we don't have. So we can use the 4 here. And then let's go for a re-roll. I think... was that? Yeah, we needed a 3. Beautiful. That re-roll is going to be clutch moving forward. Because we just re-roll any dice that we don't want. Alright, last port. Slot the Ripper Worm. It's gonna be like 4 different things, isn't it? Okay, all layers unlocked. Security layer X disabled. A thread from the facility cuts through the cloud like a hairline crack of light. That's it, the final layer of security broken. Somewhere buried in the depths of the station, Fang is in control. He is slicing into the camera control circuits and piping out the result. The thread flickers and unravels into an image, a scene, 2 figures in a room, one sat, the other pacing. The pacing figure resolves into Hardin, the unmistakable superior posture, the shock of gray hair. The second figure's features don't seem to resolve. They are vague, unformed. A problem with the data, perhaps? You look closer. Then you see it. The figure is a proxy. Perhaps you should have expected it from Conway, a corporation whose very existence is owed to automation. Automation. The proxy is a machine designed to be piloted by remote connection, someone elsewhere in the system puppeteering it with their own body, speaking so it may speak. The proxy sits impassively, or the Conway executive that is piloting them does, from the distant safety of some ship or orbital colony, perhaps. We can move forward, there is no doubt, Hardin is saying. The reclamation teams are almost ready, and after that I will make the declaration. Nothing has to change. The proxy leans forward, its movement stilted, uneven, as if its body language was refracted through water. But things must change, Hardin. We need further assurances. I have been informed of a breach in one of the closed networks in the low end. You have been careless. Hardin waves the accusation away. We have been stretched. A breach has been detected, yes, but no data of value was lost. Our board is concerned, Hardin. A drop in our value would be unwelcome at this time. The proxy leans back, its posture dominant. If the reclamation of A1 is contested, then we could be drawn into a compromising legal position. Hardin approaches the proxy. There will be no contest. Not from Solheim, who cannot muster a defense, not from Haven Age, who will fall into line below me. He crouches in front of the seated figure, eye to eye. And the people of this station? Refugees, gangs, spaces, all either opportunities or degenerates. Haven Age is no longer strong, no longer united. No one here believes in Erlen's vision, nor has the strength to enact it. I sat across from him at the negotiating table. He was forceful, eager, weakened by his ideological convictions, perhaps, but a great man nonetheless. This place no longer deserves to bear his name. The eye is crippled, It cannot survive. It is a ruin filled with squatters and outlaws. They will be lucky if it spins in 100 cycles. Hardin stands. You will move forward with the reclamation, because otherwise you will lose your advantage in the system. Without your advantage, you will lose claims on the remaining palladium. Without the palladium, your factories will need to go dark. He pauses. Do I need to continue? One moment comes the response from the proxy, and its head drops to its chest. Hardin steps back and paces once more, awaiting the discussion taking place elsewhere in the system. You watch Hardin as he paces, as he considers his future. What goes on within a mind like that? In the mind of a man who would burn all those around him for a path to some imagined golden end. The proxy lifts its head. We are happy to proceed. We will legally claim the station formerly known as Solheim AE1 as salvage within 6 cycles. What? As salvage? Haven Age is to assist with the transport of the illegal residents to Conway housing and labor facilities. What? The proxy judders to its feet. Conway will also claim 70% of the raw output of the reclamation process after losses have been accounted for. Hardin nods. I accept. The proxy reaches out to shake his hand like a marionette, and then the recording loops. You watch it play out a second time, gripped by a horrified fascination. There is a bluntness to the conversation, to its blatant disregard for humans as anything other than objects. Things to be moved, to be used, to be fed into structures, crushed, and losses accounted for in the cells of tables, the margins of ledgers. You realize now that you are no different than anyone else on this station in the eyes of the people in that room, and those like them. Each body here can be recast as a piece of property, a tool, an expense, an acceptable loss. In one moment they can be named a citizen, celebrated, protected, and in another, the very idea of a citizen can be used against them. That is what it means to live in proximity to a system like this. No longer. Not while the eye spins. You gather the recording, pack it into a polygon of purest light, then you drift down to the surface dock like a falling leaf and find the relay. It only takes a second to place that polygon of data, that recording into the relay system, Feng prepared, and then you watch as it bursts out, a web of threads heading out into the black to every network device on the eye. Let them see what power makes of a man. Ooh. Hell yeah, we got them. Damn. Oh, man. Okay, so we got one upgrade point. We could slot that in for Thrill Seeker, but I think I'm going to save that for probably trying to finally get up to 3 points and something over here. Okay. Damn. Alright. Let's see here. So I'm just waiting for Feng to return. Alright, let's try and get spores for Tala then. Grove spores. 100%. Got 2 grove spores. What do I need? How many do I need? It just says bring Tala spores. Let's go back just to see. It's probably going to be more than 2, but I want to double check that I'm not wasting my last die here if I don't need to. Okay. Looks like I need 3. Yeah. So, let's go back and get one more. Alright. And please, please, please work. Oh, I totally put that in the wrong side. Damn it. Well, crap. I guess I'll get spores tomorrow. I totally was thinking that the right side was the wrong side. Alright, well. Got some energy, I guess. go and end our cycle here. Whew, good roll. Oh boy. Fives across the board. Alright, let's spend one on getting ourselves some spores. And then maybe spend the other 5, I don't know, like, I don't know, I guess maybe farming the stacks or something. Getting something good to happen, because we can really use that. Do not put that in the wrong one again. Okay. 2 growth spores. Alright, let's head back to Tala immediately. Let's do that one first. Okay. They are so cute, says Tala, looking at the container of spores. Her excitement is infectious. Okay, now what? Okay, first batch. Tala has locked herself in the back room while she focuses on the distilling. She won't let anyone in or out. So I've got 6 cycles. Well, 6 cycles. The whole ring is being recycled, I guess. But well, not if we can help it. Okay, so we've got... Ooh, we could buy some scrap. We've got a +1 to endure. We could get cryo. I think let's go ahead and buy scrap. We could just accumulate some scrap. Did I get a ship mind fragment from that? Because I didn't get scrap. There we go. Let's buy everything we got on here. Okay, so we got maybe 2 ship mine fragments. That's good stuff. Maybe we'll need to build one later. I don't really want to work the compressor club to pay off Ethan's debt. I'm gonna bank on Fang to be ready and be able to actually help me. Let's see here. Get to know Emphas. We're waiting on spores for that. Improve the overlook. We're waiting on that. Win a side reel ticket. Waiting on that. Working for Rabaya actually might be a good use of my time and energy. We could do this. Or we could do this and gain... I mean, yes, we can gain scrap components. I mean, the other thing we could do is we could try to be, like, working on the greenhouse stuff, but I think helping Rabaya out is actually a good idea. So let's go for scrap components and see if we can't work our way through here. Got some extra scrap in the process. Okay. Slow and steady. Oh, as you say your goodbyes to the other enforcers and walk back through the low end, a chirping catches your attention. In a quiet corridor away from the main thoroughfare, someone has stuck a small recorder to the wall with suit sealant tape. Written across the fluorescent tape is one word: sleeper. You peel it away from the wall, and as you do, it triggers some kind of improvised trip switch. Sleeper. Sabine's voice crackles through. Oh, great. I have seen you with Yatagan members. Are they holding you captive now too? A high whine. I'm sorry if I've dragged you into this. Do not trust them. Something is happening within the gang, some kind of power struggle. You cover the speaker a little, their voice too loud in the quiet corridor. I will come soon. Thanks to your efforts, I have located most of their properties. At the right time. A pause. I will see you soon. Don't give up. Remember our deal. The recording cuts out. You stare at the recorder, processing what you have just heard. Hearing Sabine's voice again opens up something inside of you. An S&ARP employee. An S&ARP employee. Do they know that I know? You struggle with a mix of concern and distrust. You throw the recorder into a nearby waste chute as you leave the corridor, still unsure who to trust, and head quietly out into the low end. Yeah, no kidding. I don't know who to trust. Let's not really anything to hack other than getting more Yataghan or Haven Age data, which I have, but I'm holding on to, so I don't really want to sell it just yet. I could also re-roll this too, so I'm going to see about what we can do on this side of things. I just don't understand why this forage for fungus doesn't actually give me fungus, you know? Greenway. If I just get one more of these, I've got this all unlocked. So, oh, and I got a 2. Great. I guess let's try this. We'll go for 3, potentially lose some energy in the process, but we'll see if that works. There we go, neutral outcome. That's all we needed. Alright. Oh, here we go. The aviary. Aviary. Clear overgrowth. Once a corporate garden for impressing guests with gene-tweaked birds. Now this chamber is a mess of overgrowth. You can change that. Interesting. What's the sunlit refuge? Do I create like another home back here? I mean, I could, I guess. This place could be turned into a garden of sorts. Interesting. Haifa commune, self-sustaining community. Yeah, got no dice, so I'm done here. Alright. To bed, to bed. Okay, so we got one more. Yeah, he should be back in 1 cycle. Okay, let's go to sleep. Don't think I need any of that. I think we're just going to go for starving ourselves. There we go. Oh, good rolls. All kinds. Alright, let's see what Feng wants. Or how Feng's doing this. Feng grins at you as the bay door slices open. Above, in the rest of the building, people are busy, frightened. They speak in hushed tones and organize endless meeting after endless meeting. Haven Age have avoided a full-blown crisis for now, but change is coming. Feng is in good spirits and bundles you inside before you even have the chance to greet him. That was the slickest operation this station has seen. He hugs you firmly. You made my job easy. He shakes you by the shoulders. I'm so proud. And, he smiles, I got to watch through the cameras as the Haven Age security that weren't in on it assaulted the station. Fang smiled. One of them straight up just whacked Hardin with their pistol. It was beautiful. They have him? He's being held, yeah. He looks around. I think the idea is to use him as leverage with Convoy, get them to back off. Maybe they'll exile him when they are done, or hand him over to some core authority. Fang shrugs. Now I know he won't be an issue. I'm going to be focusing on systems for a bit. He shakes his head, seeing as that's my actual job. He points to the ceiling. The people upstairs weren't so happy, though. They've been fielding questions about the state of the eye right and left since the recording got out. People are scared. I'm not surprised. Yeah, this whole thing hasn't won me any fans in the administration, but I think in the end they'll agree that outing Arden was worth it, whatever the methods. He touches a stack of hardware. The eye is old, and it was never meant to run like this. The master control points that Erlin and Haven Age installed, they keep it spinning from the rim. That isn't ideal. But if you're asking me, the eye will stop spinning next cycle? If you're asking me if the eye will stop spinning next cycle, no. He smiles. And me and a ton of other skilled people will be working to stop it happening in the cycle after that. Hardin's problem was that he didn't believe in people. He believed in systems, and their ability to shape the world around them. Feng squeezes your shoulder. But as far as I'm concerned, people should be the ones running the systems, not the other way around. Anyway, Feng raps on the side of his terminal. I know you didn't come down here for a lecture. My tracker. I haven't forgotten. He produces a thumbnail drive. I managed to finish that code solution I showed you. It's a modified Ripper worm, one made to deactivate that tracker of yours. But, in the time since I got back, I added something extra. That tracker of yours doesn't just show SNARP where you are. It transmits data about the state of your body, your current condition. My worm won't just deactivate it. It'll edit that data to tell SNARP your body is irreparably damaged. DNR, do not retrieve. He grins widely. Pretty smart, right? Oh, that's perfect. That's awesome. Just slot it already. You take the drive and hold it in your hand, then you close your eyes and open up your access ports. Take down your defenses. Oh, this is like the long game is finally paying off. The worm immediately enters your closed network. It whips through it, taking things with it as it goes. The moment they are gone, you forget they were ever there, and you just blink out of existence. Or they just blink out of existence. A second later, it is done. You open your eyes. How do you feel? Asks Fang a little nervously. Free. Fang smiles widely. Well, you are free, sleeper. He claps you on the shoulder. Fang lets the word free hang in the air a little before he continues. Seems like it might be finally time for a celebration. Fang wraps his arm around you. Jenna still owes us those drinks. He laughs and you join him, and later when you leave you feel deeply thankful for having such a friend. As you walk away from the building, you look up at the wide curve of the eye, up at the hub and the other rim beyond it. The whole thing twinkles with lights, and it seems impossible to see it as anything other than breathtakingly beautiful. It feels in that moment like something eternal. That doesn't mean it can or even should last forever, but that it will never change, fade, or that it will never change, fade, or decay. It simply means that in this moment, this place has a future, and it is one that you know deeply and truly is worth protecting. Hell yes. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's so great. So we got 2 upgrade points. We could do hard to kill. Or we can... I'm probably going to save it for one of these. Give ourselves a +2 to something. So it still shows the tracker. Oh, no, it doesn't. Awesome. So yeah, the tracker is now gone for that guy hunting us down. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, gosh. Okay. Ethan's got his own thing. The compressor is almost empty when you enter. A couple of scattered patrons in the booths and a lone bartender. The bartender recognizes you immediately when you arrive and nods, and you return the greeting. You know already that you won't find Ethan here, but you had to be sure. With your tracker reporting you dead, he wouldn't have stuck around. You look at the empty stool, his empty stool, and you smile. You can imagine him on it when his slate chirps, letting him know that the target he was tracking is dead. You can imagine the screaming and the swearing too. Is that all you were to Ethan? Another target? Or was there something else going on? It seems like a foolish question to ask now, when he has fled the station, but it bothers you anyway. You take one last look and walk out. You doubt you will ever come back to this place or the memories it holds. You walk back out into the lights of the bright market and allow yourself a smile. So this is what Feng meant when he said you were free. You could get used to this. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So what do we got now? I could spend time... Oh, it's a yet again enforcer. Got it. I've already got that one pegged down. So I could go to the wastes, get myself some scrap. What do I want to do next? I am free. I've got 70 cryo. I've got lots of different crap that I can use. What do I want to do with my time? I could work on building a home. I would like to get to know Emvis, but I gotta wait. Oh, growing mushrooms. I have to clear the aviary to grow mushrooms. Okay. Improve the overlook. Side rail ticket. I don't really want to leave. I don't really want to. So I think, let's see here. If we go to the aviary, it's got a lot of different sections here, but if we do a super positive one, then we could get this done faster. So let's go for getting the aviary cleared. That sounds awesome. Let's see if we can get an extra positive. Come on. Okay, pretty good. Alright. Let's risk another 3 here. Alright. So we just have 2 more. Let's go and do a roll. Alright, let's get ourselves a 5. Come on, come on, come on. Aviary's clear. Germinate spores. Let's do this. Okay. One step in the right direction. I think I'll probably have to go harvest 4 more spores next cycle, and then I should be good to go there. Okay. So it's time for some fungal soup, and then bed. Caster's table. Where are you? Oh, here we are. I keep seeing that house there and thinking it's the place that I'm currently living, and my focus on where I am in the ring gets confused. Here we are. Empty container. Don't need any of this. I think we're okay. Let's go ahead and end the cycle. Alright. Pretty good rolls. Really, I think that's going to be our focus, is getting those mushrooms, because that's an easy thing that we can do that will get us another point, because that will get the Girol caps to Memphis? Memphis, not Memphis. Don't get it to Memphis. But then we can get one more point and get ourselves a +2 over there. Alright, so before we go to the aviary, we need to go to the mushroom groves. Guess we could do a 6. I think I'm just going to go for a 5 and see if that gets us where we need to go. Okay, that was all we needed. 2 grove spores. And 3. You extract the spores from the simple sample print and mix with water, then inject them into the prepared mulch. It is precise work. Okay, so I'm guessing it's 4 cycles till we have some fungus, right? Awesome. Well, this is cool. Okay, so let's see what else. What else can we do? We can focus in on building the home, repairing the unit. Wait for the first batch to be ready at the overlook. And we can continue to work for Rabia. I change her name every single time I say it. Okay. Let's go for farm stacks. We can earn cryo this way. I think we're doing okay as far as our money goes overall. We can gain some energy by stealing, but I don't really want to do that. Is that really all we could do over here? Mushrooms. Oh, we can also get scrap. We could spend our 6 and get 2 scrap components, but we got 5, so I think we're pretty flush right now with that being concerned. We could try to become a Haifa member and see about what that will do for us over here. Maybe what I'll do, maybe we'll spend the 6 over here on becoming a Haifa member, and then we'll re-roll these and see what we can do with that as far as working for Yadigan. Okay, we got 3. We'll have to... Ooh, new drive discovered. Join the Haifa commune. The Haifa commune meets the needs of its members. In exchange for work, could you find a home here? Well, it's like I've already got a home being built in the low end. I mean, how many homes am I going to have? Alright, nothing's shown up there. It's just given me a new objective. Alright. Rabia. So let's go for a reroll. Got the exact same numbers. Alright. So maybe what I'll do is I'll do a patrol the ward. That just gets me up to a 4. Doesn't really matter. But I can gain energy back. That'll be good. We'll do that, and then we'll use the 2 to work on our house. Negative outcome. Lost energy. Fantastic. Alright, let's work on our house then. And then we'll have some soups. Okay, we did good. Got a positive outcome. "15 cryo gets you fungus stew. Fungus stew is good for you." Alright, bed. Bedtime. Dang it, lost a die. Anyway, that's alright. So I'm thinking, since we've got the greenhouse all set, I mean, we could spend the 6 to continue working on becoming part of this commune over here. We could do that. It doesn't... We don't have any bonus to engage. Let's see. That's right, chance to gain energy after an engage action. We could just pop that in there and use that to our advantage, but there's not really any point to choosing one or the other because they both give the same thing. So we could plop the 6 right in here and then spend the 4 and try to re-roll these 2 so we can work with Yadigan. Let's do that, because I think this is going to be our next step. Alright, halfway there. We've got, what, 3 more cycles on that. Farm stacks we could work, but I don't really want to. I think I'd like to finish the Yadigan cycle here. I keep looking at this free spoke and going, what am I going to do with this? Like, what's the point? Like, what will this get me to? I get +1 for there. I mean, that's the thing, too, is that I might end up doing, like, once I get my next point, I might end up putting that into it. I mean, I could do interface engineer into it, but if I put it into it, then I can gain a +2. It'll make it really easy to climb this thing, because any 4 would become a 6. So let's go ahead and... Ooh, we're doing pretty good over here. I think let's go for into it so that we become... So we get a 5 there. There we go. Let's do a re-roll. And it's exactly the same. So I think let's go ahead and try the 2 and risk it. Okay, neutral outcome. I'll take it. And then let's put the 1 in to our unit and see what happens. At least it'll take it up to a 2. Though I think it doesn't matter, right? A 1 or a 2 gives you 50-50. Let's go for it. Why not? Hey, neutral outcome. I'll take it. Alright. That leaves us in a pretty good state. We're like in a nice blissful moment here of trying to kind of... Let's see, grow the mushrooms. Like, now we don't have anything really rushing us. The guy's not tracking us down. We're kind of set in a way that we haven't been before with setting things up and being able to actually build a life here. Nothing really rushing us at all. We still have the sidereal hole that we could potentially be doing as well. Haven Age offices. I could sell my ship mine fragments. I feel like hanging on to them, because I think unless I need to like get a lot of money quickly, I think I'm just going to go ahead and hang on to what we've got. But ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to go ahead and take a pause there before we head into the next cycle. If you've enjoyed this episode and want to see more of what's happening in Citizen Sleeper or on the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon so that you can be notified of new videos. Like this video so it shows up in those YouTube algorithms. And as always, folks, I will see you in the next game.